What's up out there, Internet Land? Jackie B, Captain Jack. Got a great interview for you today on the Healthy Well Show. A guy that I don't know how in the heck I met. I think it was from just osmosis or something, but
The energy, the universe.
the universe. There we go.
Mm.
It's interesting how people come into your life at various times, and um, the goal of this show is to help people navigate through the valleys of life, whether it's business, faith, um, or financial, hardship.
Mm.
So, we all kind of go through stuff. And this guy's really been through a lot of stuff. I can't wait to get you to meet this fella. I mean, I love how he describes the place that he lives, which is only about 2 hours from him, Macomb, Mississippi. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce a guy that I met recently, my boy, D. Martin. What's up, D?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. So, the title of this interview is Vasectomy, Wi-Fi, and Oprah. And, it's interesting. I started watching you, I guess, through J.D. Frost and that group
Hmm.
out of, connected with him but tell the viewers a little bit about you, your
They out
background,
of they out of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
out of Chattanooga. Tell them a little bit about you and your background. I know you were in the service. Thank you for
Hmm.
serving, but tell
Thank you.
people a little snippet, a little 2-minute overview of who the real D. Martin is.
All right. I come from Macomb, Mississippi. My grandma raised me. Growing up, I was just always looking to make money. I like not money as in like cash, but I like making that clothes, like clothes. And so what I did was, as I grew up, I found different ways to make money, like fishing and hunting, and that's how I met different types of people. And I guess being around all these different type of people, what happened is it closed my eyes to any type of judgment and just being negative and just like any type of racial to anything. I just was real. Think about this. Being around people all the time, it made me open hearted and open minded. And that ended up me being interested in the military and interested in growth and community development. And that led me to going to the Marine Corps. And after the Marine Corps, I ended up working offshore. I had like 22 jobs. I have a lot of jobs. Like I had a lot of jobs. And it wasn't because, I was just a bad worker. I was a great worker. It's just I was looking for something that helped me accomplish fulfill my purpose. And what I'm doing right now with you is that's fulfilling my purpose. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I have one on the way. And I got me vasectomy because I'm done. I'm not having no more kids. Thank God I can't contaminate the earth ever again. But I got this vasectomy. I promise you, it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I was a Rotarian. I'm not a Rotarian anymore. And I'm just somebody on a mission to help everybody in the world realize who they are and allow them and teach them how to allow themselves to be the best version of themselves for themselves. And that's my goal, just to help people be able to live their lives. If you gay, if you're straight, if you overweight, we're gonna help you get to where you want to go in life the way that it works best for you, not the way it works for somebody else. That's my goal.
I love it, man. And you definitely have a hell of a lot of energy and
Yes.
vigor. I mean, I know you just drove up to see some guys in Chattanooga.
Hmm.
Talk to the audience a little bit about this not only the vasectomy, that the Wi-Fi and Oprah. You seem to have a big desire to meet Oprah. What is that about, and why are you interested in meeting Oprah?
I want to meet Oprah because I feel like when I meet Oprah, I feel like I'm doing something. Not in the sense like Oprah is like when people look at Oprah, they look at Oprah as she is like like Mother Teresa of the millennial generation. Like Oprah came out, I think, in 1982, and she the millennial mother, like she our mother. So a lot of millennials grew up watching Oprah and to be on Oprah and to interview Oprah. See, I don't want to go on Oprah for Oprah to interview me. I want to talk to Oprah and ask Oprah questions. And when I get to Oprah, I want to take my grandma home. I want to take my wife, and I just know that getting with Oprah, I want to see if that energy is real, like that energy. Like when I went to the Grant Cardone event in Miami, I didn't go just to go there and just be like, oh man, I'm going to see Grant Cardone. I want to know. I wanted to know if it was real. And after the first day, I left. So the only thing I want to do is know if it's real. Because if it is real, not in the sense of okay, this is the Oprah show. I mean, like, is this something I really can do? I know I can, but it's like when I reach that pinnacle, I feel accomplished, and I say, okay, what's my next thing? I want to interview the president. Like I got a guy, his name is Robbie. I think his name is Robbie Wells. Robbie Wells is running for Democratic president 2020. I'm interviewing him on my podcast, and the only reason the way I got to him is by having that same Oprah concept. I gotta contact everybody I can and interview them. Not anybody, but everybody. You know,
Give
not just no,
value.
not
Right?
no,
Just keep giving
yeah,
value, giving value, giving value.
giving value. And what's gonna happen is Oprah gonna see me a person of value. And if I stay up enough places, keep myself focused on this destination, Oprah eventually gonna have somebody to tell her, like she did Inky Johnson. Inky Johnson found Oprah and he was trying to get to her, he couldn't. And all of a sudden he was walking, he bumped into her and gave her his book and he just blew up. And it's not about blowing up. See, blowing up is not about, I don't want to be on Oprah to just say, oh, I was on Oprah or D famous. No, I want to be on Oprah because Oprah is going to help me get my platform to where I can to truly help people. I'm not saying other people don't help people, but I mean, like, when you hear me talking, when you see me, when you come around me, it's called the D Martin experience. JD Frost and Company, they talked about it. They said, when you get around D Martin, you can feel the energy because whatever on my mind, like, if you ask me my opinion, that's what people ask the Oprah. They ask Oprah, Oprah, how do you feel about child hunger? They ask Oprah because they know Oprah gonna give a real, logical, non-biased answer, and that's how I am. So I want to be around like energy, and I'm knowing if I use Oprah the way I'm supposed to use Oprah, when I I see people see me on Oprah, and I'll be able to go in places to make a difference. Nobody else want to make a difference at, like Guyana and in Africa and places in Europe. You know, just different places. That's the only thing I want to do. I just want to get on TV and spread the word of love.
So how does a guy from what you refer to as a chicken shit town called Macomb, Mississippi, get
Mhm.
this vision and passion? Where did it come from? Did it come from your grandmother? Did it come from your parents? Or is it, is it always been in your DNA? I mean, where do you think it comes from?
I think it comes from being growing up, like people telling me what I couldn't do, calling me weird, telling me they said, your imagination too big. They told me I dream too much. And what happened was, I guess, being around that and me having the mindset, like I was watching History Channel. I'm watching all this stuff through history, saying people accomplish their dreams. And I'm in this chicken shit ass town. So I'm telling myself, oh man, like I gotta get out of here. I'm knowing that if it's an interstate going through here, it leads to somewhere else. I made a video about that when I was in Jackson, the Mississippi Outlet Mall. And I said, if I-55 bring people to Macomb, it can take them away from Macomb. And that's what I always done. So any chance I got, I just left Macomb. So I caught my own New Year's Eve 2007. I went my AT to Atlanta with $10 in my pocket, just left because I needed to see Atlanta. And my grandma had to come get me. I went to Milwaukee. I kind of basically ran away from home. Like, not ran away, but I turned against my grandma, like told my grandma, I'm going to Milwaukee with my auntie just so I can go see something else. And every time I left town and stuff like that, I went to New Orleans for something. When I left, I experienced stuff. I talked to all types of people, and they opened my mind up to possibility. I'll meet lawyers and judges and all types of people. And it basically just drew me into this. They told me, think about this. When a person accomplishing their dreams on a day-to-day basis, like they living their dream life, they gonna tell you what it takes to get there if they see any type of potential in you, right? And they'll naturally build you up and tell you, okay, you can do anything you put your mind to. So if you got a person who a millionaire telling you this, you got a person who not a millionaire telling you that, you have no choice but to dream big. And that's
Yeah,
where it came
not
from.
listen to the guy with the money versus the one that's broke, right? I mean,
Yeah, like my vasectomy. Like I was telling you on the video, people was telling me that don't even know anybody who ever got a vasectomy. They was telling me not to get a vasectomy. But the people who have vasectomies, they was like, man, it's better than investing in your first bank account.
and you got to follow this guy, on Facebook, D Martin, or on Instagram at the
At the
real D
the real
Martin.
D Martin, the
You
D
got you
Martin
got to follow
experience.
him. He's hilarious. I think it's so good about the type of stuff you do and the stuff I do as well. It's raw, it's
Hmm.
real, and I think that's what people are looking for is unedited, real, out there people. Because the world's got
Yeah.
so much fake stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, everything edited and cut and makeup and screens and getting plays from machines and locks from machines. No, we need real in the
Yeah,
world.
I got a gentleman right now telling me to do all these edited videos, and yeah, I mean, I guess there's a level of that when you're going to get, precise with branding and all this, that, and the
Hmm.
other. But what a lot of people want is just to see really what the heck's going on. I guess that's around the whole D Martin experience, right? About
Hmm.
really experiencing truth and realness, not just a facade that everybody seems to operate this day and age.
Yeah, and it'll have facts behind it. Like me right now, I'm reading a book. It's called The Ethical Manager. That's what it's called, and it's The Ethical Manager, and it's by what's the guy who wrote the Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul? No, it's the 1 Minute Manager. Another guy, he wrote the book. His name is Ken Buford, something like
Ken
that.
Blanchard.
Blanchard.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They wrote this book together, and I promise, man. Like I'm reading this book, and I'm saying to myself, like, if people apply the same principles to business as they do through life, everything will be so much easier. Like they don't realize what JD Frost is coming to doing it. You telling this guy telling you to edit the videos, right? Okay, you watch Gary Vee. These guys don't edit videos. What they do is they go around all day and they just be themselves. And people, they have camera crews with them, and it's up to the camera guy to edit real life. Them the people who will be famous. Like, I mean, you're doing this raw video. You get people around you who will film you all day just being you. That's how you really touch people.
Yeah,
You know.
Grant's a master at it, isn't he? I mean, I don't know how long you've been following him. I followed him I went to the original Growth Con and just to see what it's all about down in Lauderdale, and I was
Mm-hmm.
blown away. I mean, he definitely has a heck of a lot of influence and has figured out how to just give, and in turn, he's received quite abundantly, right? And
But see, all you have to do is just give. Just give. All he have to do is just everything he know. See, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Personal development. That's what Grant Cardone is taking. Personal development. You Hill and Carnegie, and I think it's W.C. Clement Stones. But they were saying is when they created personal development. See, personal development is this. Okay, people know that they're not ready to change, but they still want somebody to hold them accountable, right? And all Grant Cardone is it's people who know that they don't know how to do real estate. They not ready. They don't have the credit right or nothing, but they need somebody to give them hope. And the only thing hope is, I mean, personal development is the person in charge of is just like they daddy or they father figure. Somebody they look up to.
mentor,
That's
yeah,
all it
yeah.
is.
That's what
Yeah. So
he calls himself, Uncle G, right?
Uncle G, I call him G baby.
Yeah.
What do I call him? And because he like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg considered his uncle. Everybody needs somebody to look up to. Why not pick the person who can help you too, give that add value to you? That's the only thing they doing. They putting a different name on it and just drawing it in a different way. Everybody, nice guys never win because the nice guy ain't gonna have no money. So what you have to do is this is the way the world's set up. You have to get in where you fit in. So when you get in something, the best thing you do is do like Grant Cardone. Instead of trying to sell, you give. And once you done gave, the people gonna come to you who done read everything that you gave. And they really gonna make a difference and change their life. And they gonna influence other people because they gonna be the example. And what you do is you highlight this person as the example, like ClickFunnels do, they highlight people. And that'll change. That's how you change the world for real in America, in the world. You don't
Yeah.
change the world by giving away nothing free. And that's what Grant Cardone have down pat. He'll give you value, he'll give you $1 million value for $49.99 a month. He did that growth con. He did that. $1 million course, like $1 million people pay him $1 million a year. Take this course. He gave $59.99.
So how did you find Grant?
I found Grant. I was listening. It was so crazy. I was at the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was listening to It's so crazy. I had my listening to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was talking about how when he first did his comedy show, it was like it was a comedy show down at a nightclub. And he was gonna go down. They drove down. He's somewhere on the West Coast, I mean the East Coast. And he said his friend went down. He said he won this little competition, little comedy thing. He won $50. And he said he was driving, and he said he seen it. He looked at $50. He said he started crying. His friend, his own girl, she was like, "Why is you crying? It's only $50." He's like, "You don't understand. This $50 is gonna change my life." And so it had a commercial in between. It's just boom, and it was like, "What's up, baby? You don't want to miss this." It was a growth con ad. And I saw this growth con ad, and I was like, "What is that?" And it was like all the networks, everybody from out of where they're gonna be. Like this dude, he marketed this place. Like he marketed real good this video. And I clicked on Grant Cardone. I said, forget Steve Harvey, because it said Steve Harvey was gonna be there. I guess because Steve Harvey was on that video, again, he was in that gonna be at the event. It clicked him in. So
He was cross pollinating, wasn't he? Grant
man, he was
was.
pollinating hard, like it
He
was.
knew Steve was coming, and he goes, "Why don't I drop some ads for this event?" That's brilliant.
And put him in every one of Steve's
Yeah,
videos,
yeah.
and what happened is I saw it. I looked, and I started studying it. I'm talking about a month before the Growth Con. I didn't even know what Grant Cardone was. But so crazy is when I ended up going, what drove me to going is when Steve Harvey said whatever, because after the ad was over, I watched it. He said it's crazy how he said whatever it is that you see other people do that burns you up inside, that kills you, like not in a bad way. It's just like you feel like, man, I could be doing it. I could be doing that better. That's what you should be doing. See, I'd have done real estate and everything, but when I saw the opportunity to be able to basically just be me and get paid to be me, like to be able to tell a person, let me tell you something, like a person who's depressed, I could tell them, you know what, man, you depressed? How about this? You want to enjoy the D. Martin experience? See, I'm fun. My wife went to New Orleans. She pregnant and she had fun. Pregnant, walking around Canal, and she had fun. You come around me, your CEO will come. You come around, we're gonna have us some fun. We're gonna go out. If you don't drink, you're gonna have a drink. We're gonna go out. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get to know people. We're gonna network. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna do some travel. We'll get on the highway. We're gonna listen to some music you never listened to. We just go in. We're gonna go to the mall and just say random stuff. I'm gonna teach you how to have fun. That is the biggest problem with so many people, so many companies.
Too
Somebody,
uptight, aren't they?
yeah, I had got a call. I'm sorry.
No, no
Yeah,
worries. People get too uptight. They get stuck in the normal way of doing business or thinking, and they wonder why the results don't change. And they really need to look at the strategies they're employing, which are boredom, right? And people are already
yeah.
bored. You need to show them a little bit of fun and excitement. That creates culture. You know, that fun and
hmm
exciting culture is what people are looking for more of. They don't want
Yeah.
more heaviness.
No, and they don't want to put it like this. We're in a generation of millennials. Millennials taking over. You have the baby boomers, you have they kids, and then you have me, who is a millennial from 1982 up to something, I think 2010. Like we are Generation Z, and our kids Generation Y. If the business world do not get nobody like me, I'm listen to this. I am the me. I'm the millennial. What I say? I'm the millennial mentor. And what I do is I come in, I teach companies how to manage millennials. Millennials are the best workers in the world. They building these $1 million companies from their cell phones, but this is what they want. They want opportunity, they want excitement, and they want a chance to move up in the company. They'll be committed to your company until they just realize they can build this company themselves. So the best thing you do is stop trying to hold on to them. Stop trying to get all these retirement plans because a millennial, these young kids, these people, we do not care about a retirement plan. We're not going to
You
retire.
want
We're
the
going to become
experience, right?
millionaires.
You want the
We
journey.
want the
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
And that's why I call it the experience, because I've experienced, I done worked in the oil field, I've been to the military, I worked on the Mississippi River, I've been a firefighter, I done had a lawn care services, I done had a trucking company, I done done it all because a millennial is this. You have to, like a Marine, they say this. You have to give a Marine something to do, because if you don't, a Marine will find something to do. So a millennial, if you get him on a job where, who the hell is this? Stop. That's my wife. People started calling me. I'm telling you, I don't know how to make my phone shut off. But what you do is you put a person on a job. You have to give them something to do. That's a millennial, like you do a Marine. Because if you don't, what happen is they'll start finding other stuff like being in their phone. They'll start just staying on break too long, having an extra cigarette break. And what happens is it'll make you naturally think about this. You'll think, oh, they these young kids don't know how to act. They acting crazy. But it is you diagnose some ADHD and you need to use that to your advantage. What happened is you not giving him enough work. He getting the work done too fast. So it's your job. Is that mean as his leader, what you need to do is you need to come in and give him more and be tighter on him.
Yeah.
Think about this. If he getting done fast, hey, go help Carl out. But see, they don't do that. What they do is they let these same old core management skills that they've been using since 1980 drive their company to the ground.
You know, it's
I
funny.
know.
It's funny you talk about this because a lot of my I'm 49 on Monday, and so I'm a few
Happy
years.
early birthday.
Thank you. I'm a few years older than you, but I still feel like a kid. You know, I'm always cracking up, playing jokes. My wife's always like, "God, you're always mischievous." Like, Dennis the minute.
You supposed to be. That's why you look nice. You're gonna smile and be happy.
Yeah, and it's but it's fascinating that a lot of guys my age and then even the mid 50s and 60s, they really believe that the millennials are not an asset but a liability. And
Mm.
I think it's really their mindset that they've not changed in terms of how to take these people, work with them in the way they communicate the best to get the most value out of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's fascinating that so often it's usually the guy that running the business that's the problem. It's not the employees running it. And I've been wanting to write this book for quite some time called The Retirement Myth,
Mm-hmm.
because I believe the financial institutions, the banks, the government, the investment entities, the insurance companies all have created this myth of what it looks like to live off 40% of what you lived off all your life and hope it all works out.
And it's not, because I'm at the car dealer. I'm getting my car worked on right now. And the starter, I think it's alternated. It costs about $480. That's without the labor. So it's like if I work a normal job, like a 9 to 5, whatever, in McCall, Mississippi, just anywhere, that's gonna knock me out for a week if I get paid every week.
Yeah.
So you telling me I got to work a whole week just to get my alternator fixed? That don't make sense. We live in America.
How you supposed to get ahead or get off the hamster wheel if that's the case, right? You got to
But
really.
see, that's the thing about it. Let me tell you this. You're not supposed to get off the hamster wheel. Everything in life, in America especially, is organized, right? Capitalism to me is communism controlled, like controlled through a system. All right, what you do is you tell a person, all right, the American dream, you can get you a job doing this, whatever. You get a retirement, you get married, you have kids. They have this. Everybody know this certain thing, the worker package, and what they do is they put you in a system to where it's like your alternative go out. You gotta get an alternative. They put you to where you gotta have your job because you barely scraping by, you barely making it. Then when you get about 30, about 10 years on the job. They put you supervisor position. You know, you locked in. You stuck 9. You stuck 10 years. So now they put you in a financial planning and you start growing. They make you think this company grew you. It don't work with everybody. It make a lot of people real bitter and make them, and they never heal from this. But what happens is, to me, I call it corporate corruption. They make people have to be certain type of ways. And what happens is, you have people in there who, you ever worked on a job where you have people in the job who, no matter what the company say, right or wrong, they still with the company.
Oh yeah.
Now imagine,
Yes, people,
now,
right?
yeah. And imagine you got people right now, you got people coming into these companies, like young people like me, with these people, I call them just, I call them, I don't even know what to call them. I can't call them what I want to call them on your thing, on your
Come on.
show,
Hey,
but
be raw. Be the real D. Come on.
I call them Captain Saberhose. Captain Saberhose. Because they do is everything go wrong, they tell somebody. And what kills me about the whole situation is they don't realize that they one day out the door. They one day out of a young guy with a degree stronger than theirs, getting them out the door. See, being in part of the workforce these days, you got to be able to do one thing, and that's take a loss, like be hurt. See, to get off the hamster wheel, you got to jump. And you got to jump into something 9 times out of 10 to get you off the hamster wheel and keep you off the hamster wheel. You got to jump into something that you have never, ever, ever done before, but you've always wanted to do. Like you said, you wanted to write that book, right? All right. You could write that book. You could write that book, and you can partner with somebody, and you can have that book done, lickety split. And you can write that
That's
book,
what
put
I
it on
got to do.
Kindle.
You're going to hold me accountable to that, D. I've been talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
hold you accountable.
I've been doing it for 4 years. I got the chapters. I got it all laid out because one of the things I tell a lot of people is you don't have to have a retirement account to retire.
You don't. Like me, I'm writing my book right now. I'm working on I'm working on my consulted process. It's called the Cure Communication, Understand, Respect Emotions. Basically, I'm just studying. I'm finding all types of communication skills, the different type of how many languages in the world. I want to know everything about this thing I'm studying. I know about it because I use it in my own life. But I want to be able to learn it to the point where I'll become an expert in this. And see, that's what millennials doing. Millennials learn how to become an expert from their computers. And that's what's killing the workforce. See, you got a lot of big CEOs. They want to hold companies until they offices, and they want to feel like they control the structure. No, you don't want control. You want profits.
Right.
You want profits. You want profits, and you want people that love working for your company. Remember, I was on JD show and I was telling him about how he could have like subsidies, like little small companies, different branches of JD Frosty Company. He could hire me in Macomb, Mississippi, like a personal CPA in Macomb, whatever, financial advisor. Give them they all to tell them, all right, your house is your office. Or give them a central office. And what happens is they train people in there and they do monthly networking events in there to pull people in. They might do weekly. And what happens is they teach people, hey, you want to work from home? You want to work from home? And he take you in your office. I got my office in my house. Think about it. Somebody could hire you to be a CPA. They could train you to be a CPA or some type of financial something, unless you're already a CPA. And they can have branches all around. That's how you take over the world. Because I'm telling you, I was telling JD, offices are about to start turning into apartments, like big apartment office places. They're about to start turning into apartments because the world is your office is on the phone. You on a laptop, I'm on my phone, and it's the same quality.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm going on a cruise on Sunday for a week, and people are like, I guess you're not going to be available, huh? I'm like, no, I'm going to be available.
Wi-Fi and a cell phone, like a laptop, like
Yeah,
it's
I
come
mean,
on.
they've grown so accustomed that just because I'm in the Caribbean for 8 days doesn't mean I'm not going to buy the package. Of course, I'm going to buy the package. I'm going to be
You
sharing the
got to.
experience. I'm going to be talking to people about hope. I'm going to be talking to them
Mm-hmm.
about stewardship, all that good stuff. You know, and it's interesting. How'd you meet JD? Because, you know, it's interesting. The last year, after being in the financial business for almost 18 years now, I
Mm-hmm.
realized the whole game's set up against you. And I realized if I'm going to work only with business owners, it became more intimate that I had to work with their CPAs. Now, what I found is as I started approaching the CPAs, they have these huge walls up
Mm-hmm.
because they feel like you're coming into their turf. It's almost like being in Compton. You got the Crips and the Bloods. It's like, oh, you can't come here without a red bandana on or what. It's like, I'm here.
Without a pass.
Yeah, I'm here to help you
Mm-hmm.
because you have clients that are going to leave you because they're
If you
looking for
don't,
more
if you
forward
don't
thinking.
update yourself.
Yeah, they're looking for more forward thinking, you know, planning other than just give me the numbers, let me do a return. And it's fascinating that you met these guys, JD, because it seems like they're already doing that. And I
And
got to
it's like
meet up.
we align with each other. Like it's like we was perfectly aligned. Like what I'm doing, I'm changing them. I want to change the millennial mindset in companies, thinking millennials ain't nothing. And he on that same path. Like he want to show people that the business world is changing. And if you don't change, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah,
You're going out of business.
you're either growing or dying, one or the other, you know? So what's something no one knows about the real D Martin? As open and honest as you are, what's one little thing that you could shine light on that people be maybe like, wow.
Um, it ain't. Let me see. I don't like chicken. They probably know that. I don't like chicken.
That's
And I'm black.
ironic, being in the South and a chicken shit town like Macomb,
I hate chicken.
Mississippi.
I hate smelling chicken trucks. I hate chicken. I hate chicken. A lot of people around here, they love chicken, but like this, around Macomb, Mississippi, the people who hate chicken, they got a story for why they hate chicken. I hate chicken because I know. Let me tell you something. Macomb is in a chicken process. This is a chicken shit ass town for one reason. Because every part of a chicken's life is in Macomb. All right, they got the places where they go get the eggs at, right? They hatch the egg. I mean, they lay the egg and they take them to the hatchery in this same county, Macomb. All right, you got the hatchery down there where they hatch the chickens. Then they take them from the hatchery to the farms around here, the chicken houses. They grow them at the chicken houses and they take the feed, right? They make the feed here too. Do you hear me? They take the feed and they feed it to the same chicken. All right, what they do is they process the chickens at the chicken place. They process the chickens. What they use everything from the bird, the guts and everything. Whatever they don't, they turn it to dog food and chicken feed. And they send the chicken feed, like the leftover feces and stuff. They send it back to the feed mill and make more food out of it. Like it's crazy, man. Like everything dealing with a chicken. I can guarantee this one thing about being a chicken shit out of town, that my chicken is fresh. It's the only thing I can like guarantee. My chicken fresh. That's it. I know, but I know every process of a chicken. I could do a tour right now of the whole process. Like if I want to do a Food Network channel video, I could do it in Macomb.
So
We hate chicken.
are they Tyson guys or Sanderson Farm? It's Sanderson.
Sanderson Farms.
Yeah.
In the summertime, if one of the trucks pass you and your windows down, you can be in your Porsche. It's gonna smell like a shit mobile. It's the worst smell. Chicken shit smell worse than somebody licking a window. It's bad. It's bad. It is bad.
Tell the audience a little bit about your weight loss. You've lost about 70 pounds, huh? Started becoming a vegan. What really was the point that you broke through? Because I know I've been on my own journey, down over 55, kept it off a year, feel incredible. What really was the breaking point of saying, I got to take my health back?
What made me take my health back was the fact that I always been a country boy. And I was forced to be a country boy because I had to hunt and fish. I never really was. I always been a thinker. So I was getting ready to my deer plot together, and I'm like, all right, this hunt, it's probably about time to hunt. So I was drinking. I used to drink a lot. Wow. And got out in the woods. I got a picture I'm gonna post it on Facebook. It was me. I was out there. I was working at my machete. And me, I used to think I was Superman because I'm a Marine and I was a big guy. So I started trying to take my machete. I'm trying to clear out this 1/4 acre deer plot with a damn machete. A machete now, and I got a backpack spray. I'm thinking I can do this. My friend out there, he out there with his tractor, but me thinking I'm Superman. What I do is I'm steady chopping stuff. We got a chainsaw. I'm steady chopping. All of a sudden, I hit the ground. Down goes Frazier. Boom. My wife, she a nurse. She's, babe, you like all right? I'm laying back on my back. She said, you all right? I'm saying, yeah, I'm all right. I can't see nothing. I done blacked out. I can't say nothing because my pride too strong. So I finally come to. I was leaning up against the tree and I'm sitting there. And what she do is came and she had a come to Jesus talk with me. She said, babe, you need to go to the doctor. I went to the doctor. The doctor told me, Mr. Martin, for you to be 26, you're on the verge of having a heart attack. You have high cholesterol. And what you need to be doing is you need to be eating this diet. I said, okay, whatever. Went to Waffle House after that same day. Went played pool, had me a couple of drinks, kept on partying, kept on playing. And one day I was out in my punk, and my wife showed me the diet, and I showed her my diet plan. The doctor gave me, she was like, babe, she said, babe, you need to become a vegan. I've been reading all this stuff. I'm telling you what you need to do. That's how I lost all my weight. And I was like, no. So I was in my pond. I was fishing one day out there by my pond and burning some stuff. And everybody was out there, and my whole family, my grandma, everybody was out there at my pond. And all of a sudden, man, I just sat down. Like I got real tired, like deep tired. I got drained, like I was about to die. See, like the sun wasn't giving me energy, which it's supposed to do. It was taking my energy because I wasn't in line. And I wasn't, people, if you don't know about this, I'm very spiritual. So I wasn't in line. My body wasn't cleansed enough and my mind wasn't in line with the universe. So it was the sun draining me. And if the sun draining you, that means you missing something in your life. So I'm out there. And in that moment, I had my head down and I said to myself, I said, what are you doing, D? You are a Marine. You have a family. Your wife is pregnant. She's about to have this baby. And I kind of snapped into it. So I started drinking water, but I didn't go vegan. I just started drinking pure water, just pure water. And as I went to drinking that water, I realized I started losing weight. I said, dang, but I didn't realize in the sense of saying, okay, I'm losing weight. I thought my weight was fluctuating. So I went down. I had to put a little hole in my belt after a while. So I had my son, and I decided to cut my beard. I hadn't lost a little bit of weight, probably about 20 pounds, but it ain't bothered me nothing. I was like, I'm just sexy again, but I still had a gut. I thought I was bad though. You know, men with the guts think they're the strongest people in the world. And my wife told me, she said, D, you want to try this diet with me? Somebody gonna die and had this baby. I was like, okay. Cause see, I was a weed smoker, so I was like, okay. And on this little diet with her. And man, the munchies, if you ever see my Facebook, Instagram, I say millionaire munchies, that mean I got the munchies. But what happened is, that's the truth. I don't take nothing else.
That's all
And
right.
what you say, Taylor, with the real
Hey,
D-Martin.
be real D Martin. I get it.
Yeah.
Ain't,
And
ain't
what
no
happened is,
ain't no CBD, I'm sure, is it?
yeah. And what happened is, she, what's up there?
Just gotta let know I'm gonna change it like that.
Okay. And what happened is, she told me, she said, D, you got to eat this onion, this detox. I started doing onion detox. I can eat a raw. I used to be able to eat I still can, I believe. I can eat a raw onion, red onion, just raw garlic, anything, just eat it. And man, I was just eating vegetables and vegetables. My wife was cheating. She ain't never cheated on me. She was cheating on me. My wife was going to hibachi. It was going to Waffle House, going to crowd. They was sneaking away. They ain't never tell me nothing until it was over. I was so pissed off. I had lost 70 pounds. I had stopped smoking for like, what, 4 months. I was doing good. And when I lost this weight, don't tell you what happened to me. It's crazy. I don't know if you experienced the same thing.
Smoking,
As I was losing
you
weight.
quit smoking cigarettes? Or?
No, weed, man.
Okay, all right.
Smoke no cigarettes bad. Cigarettes are bad for you. I don't smoke no cigarettes. Cigarettes bad for you. No. We're going on a trip to Washington, D.C. or Colorado. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go live on Facebook smoking. I'm going to be legal, baby. I'm not a crook, but hey, come on, Mississippi. Get it together.
He's been known to inhale a couple of times. I got you. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Nah, I don't like this. I don't have my shades on me for a reason, for no reason.
Yeah.
So I got my shades on me for a reason. But when I went to losing that weight, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me though. If you on here and you watching, you looking to lose weight, I'll tell you this. Losing weight will not change your life.
Right.
It will not make you happy, nothing like this. What'll happen is though, it'll give you one less thing to worry about that'll help you better focus more on. You can see this is true. Mind, body, and soul. Before you lose the weight, your mind gotta be in line. And what happens is once your body get in line, your soul will get in line, and you'll start being happier, like naturally. Like you'll be more honest with people. And see, I'm gonna tell you something. That's where the real D. Martin came from. Like once I found myself and found that wow, like I can really, like you can lose weight. Once you lose weight, you change your life. You more confident. I don't care if you are already confident. It make you a different type of confident. It make you say, okay, even though I'm not on my diet no more, I lost 70 pounds, I lost 55 pounds.
You don't want to go back there.
This.
You don't want to go back there.
Oh,
it's a whole different chemistry,
no.
isn't it?
No, you don't. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. You can't even afford to, because you're gonna be like the way I feel right now. Like I can look like this. Who want to go from moving mountains to barely be able to pick up a rock? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody want to be able to go from going to the gym, running, working out, having that vitality, feeling real good, being energetic, to just. I see people at the doctor all the time. And the doctor tell them you need to get your diet right. So you telling me if I don't eat right, I'm gonna die, and that ain't gonna get me to get my life to get die. That don't mean, if it's the type of dying that people go to church talk about, I don't want that type of dying. When they say, you go to heaven, they say ain't no tears in heaven. I say to me, ain't no fishing in heaven. Even if ain't no tears in heaven. Think about that. Ain't no fishing in heaven. We going to church all the time. So the best thing for you to do is, if you don't want to go to church all the time, you might not be Christian something, you need to be have heaven on earth. Because if you ain't got heaven on earth where you can really live your life to the fullest, you in trouble.
Yeah.
And the only way you can do it, I promise, the more money you get, the more in shape you're going to need to be. Because I'm telling you this, the more money you get, the more you're going to want to live. You're going to want to experience stuff, to go hiking, swimming. Shoot, you got to be, I don't see how somebody could be wealthy and not be out of shape. Because just to go to the 2 parties of the Grant Cardone event, you can't be overweight going there. You got to lose some weight because he in a 35,000 people. You got to walk. You got to stand in line all day. Then you got to do this for 3 days, 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
You out of shape. You can't do that. You tired.
Well, that's true. I mean, it amazes me that people get to the point of no return before they make a decision about their health. But, it's been fun. I've helped about 100 people in the last 6 months get their health on track, and it's cool to do it yourself. But then when you pay it forward and you help others and you see others get free, like there's a buddy of mine today, he's over in Mobile. He's down about 40 pounds. He needs to lose about 100. But just to see him, I saw him Friday. I mean, he's got swagger in his walk. He's getting confidence.
He's starting to go shopping.
Yeah, and he's like, he's like, damn, it's costing me a bunch of money to go buy all these clothes. I'm saying there's worse things you could be spending money on,
He
partner.
could be spending millions of dollars. I know people got millions of dollars in medical bills just in their intestines just because they didn't want to stop eating some cornstarch or they didn't want to stop eating fried pork chops. I'd rather eat vegetables the rest of my life and live and be. I don't put like this. When I die, I want to wake up dead. If you know what that means. I want to wake up dead. I want to die in my sleep. I don't want to die my family around me because I got stage 4 lung cancer or something. They say smoking weed gonna give me cancer. I say, well, if I don't die from cancer smoking weed, I'll just die with cancer. But like I just die with cancer. It is what it is. I'll take all the chemo. I won't even take it. I'll just roll up a nut. But that's the truth, man.
Well, we're gonna go fishing, man, soon. You're gonna have to come
Man, listen,
down, dude.
when we going fishing, man, let me tell you something. I need to go fish. Listen to me, we need to go fishing this weekend. I
Yeah,
really need to
I'm
go
going to the
fish.
Caribbean this weekend, but here in a couple of weeks,
I know.
I'm gonna get you butt down. We're gonna go wet the line and get our heads right and have some fun. And you definitely need to follow this guy, the real D Martin. He's a character.
Follow me on Instagram, man.
And follow him on Facebook and definitely check him out. I'm looking forward to getting to know you more, brother. And thank you for your time today. And I really
appreciate being on your show too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And hey, stay tuned. Next week we aren't going to be doing any interviews because I'm going to be floating in the middle of that big blue ocean called the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
And but the following week we got new guests talking about things as it relates to health, finances, and business. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next Healthy Well Show. Peace out. Thanks, D.
Boom. All right.